Hey people, Kate Slinky, how are we doing? So today we're going to be talking about Njal Stormcaller, the Lord of Runes. I'm just going to go through some of the stats of this guy, bit of gameplay, what he can play like, and my opinion on this fella. And you know I don't hold back on my opinion. So Njal Stormcaller, he looks... Again, I always say the artwork for these games is amazing, but this guy just, I don't know, it looks so good. He's got so much going on. The crow and the armor, it looks really cool, but he is a psyker. And yes, as we know, when attacking with range, psychic attack, this unit uses smite and deals extra damage, 50%. He's also got Terminator armor, which makes him a big beefy guy, so he's going to take some hits to get killing this guy. The first hit each turn against his character deals minus 75%, and hits dealing psychic damage or direct damage are excluded. So again, like I say, this guy can take a punch. He's got a Terminator armor on, which we know is good. Unstoppable, which is quite surprising how big this guy is, but he's a space wolf. So they've got to make him unstoppable, which is great. So the unit does not, get my words out, have to stop on hexes like fire, razor wire, and all that grubbins. He can just move straight through it. So it's great that he's got unstoppable, because I was quite shocked, because you expect like kind of flexy characters to go through, but no, this guy's got it. So great. That makes him good. So let's have a look at the first skill, the Stormcaller. Target an enemy within 3 hexes. The target's hex and all adjacent hexes get covered in ice, which you'll see shortly how useful this could be. All enemy units, this is at level 50, bear in mind, enemy units stand on hexes covered in ice are dealt 3 times that much damage, 500 odd to 600 psychic damage. So it's quite a decent amount, but it's only level 50 as well. Flying enemies damage this way gets stunned for 1 round. So all in all, it's more, I think, this skill than damage, than just to cause some issues on the ground with the ice. It's not the greatest damage skill, but it is just a pure fact that all the ice it puts down. Which brings you on to this next one, the Lord of Tempests, level 50 again, bear in mind. So Njal's normal attack deals plus 400 damage for each hex surrounding him that is covered in ice. The hex of each enemy that is hit by Njal's normal attacks is covered in ice at the end of the attack. So you've got to kind of get the ice surround him, and you get to extra damage. Again, like I said, is level 50. And you'll see in the video, if you can get decent amount around him, do you know what I mean? It's going to be that plus 400 can get quite spicy. So we're going to have a look at him in action. Apart from that, his skills, yeah, he can move 2. He's a bit of a slow one, but he's in big hefty armor. And his damage he does a bit of a range damage, psychic with that big staff, I think that's what we're going to call it. And also he can punch a bit psychic as well using the staff, I guess. He's pretty armored up. Like I said, it's level 50, and his health's pretty decent also. So all in all, he's a bit of a beefy guy that can do a good punch, but he's not going to be ground breaking. So let's have a look at him in action. So we've got here, we find a pause button. We've got a 2 against 3 situation. We've got Ulf and Njal off on their travels, just walking through the snow, come across randomly Abaddon, Revis, and Kelgar, with a strange mixture of people to be come across. So that's a bit of slow movement. So they're going to come down, walking across, and they come across 2 space wolves, and Revis gets ready. So and now Njal's going to go in there, and I'm going to pause it there. It's a great thing now, as you can see, you're creating a bit of a tunnel. So use the special first, like so. Doosh. And now we put the ice around him again. If you're flying, they're going to go over it. But these guys are pretty much stuck now. They're going to have like just a 1 movement. So it's great for that kind of like objective kind of stopping with the ice for that special. And then also Ulf, who loves ice around him, can get in there as well. So Abaddon will just shoot back. That's all he can do. Calgar can't do much. And we're going to put Revis there at the back. Now you're just going to see the difference in the damage as we move. I'm going to pause it there. So you can see at the moment it's 2558 and 5128. But if we move him next to Abaddon, like so, look at the damage go up straight to 6,209. And that's purely because I'm guessing, I think there's one underneath him, so that's 3 tiles around him. So just goes to show the difference of just getting in that surrounding of ice compared to if he was just next to him and just having the one bit of ice shooting, it would only hit like, what was it, 2,000 odd. So it's way more than doubled just by purely getting in that way. But we're going to be sending Ulf in just to do some damage on Abaddon. There's some great damage on Abaddon, to be fair, again, because he loves the ice. And then we're going to move in Njal, just going to kill, and he's dead. So the little drones hit back, Ulf kills one of them. In the real world, Calgar would come in and give him a smack, and Reavers would shoot back. Now again, we're going to be looking at, as you can see, at the moment, we just click on him. If he did a ranged attack, it's 9993, which is a pretty decent hit. 5376. I think we move Ulf out of the way, just so we can see some pure potential. And there we go. So if we moved him there, let's go back. So at the moment, if he did from there, so 691 to 10,000, so that's a really good damage. 10k is a pretty decent hit. Not enough to kill him, like, he's got the drone at sight, survived, but again, it's a decent hit. And this goes to show just how resilient he is as well, both Calgar and Reavers attacking back, going back in for the punch. Wolf goes in there, just 2 against 1 now, but it does go to a bit of pear-shaped for the Space Wolves. And come back in there with a special, which in the real world it would happen. They are like down to a minimum now. Ulf hits back in his death, and Njal's going to hit back. I've got to smack him back, and everyone dies. And I just record that one because it was pure fun. But it just goes to show him in the real world what he'd be like at level 50 against tougher people. Obviously, in your kind of category, you're going to be at a lower level, but you're going to be against a lot of people at a similar kind of level also. So, all in all, what do I think about this guy? I don't think he's game-breaking at all. He's got some sweet little moves. I think with that range kind of ice is pretty good, but I just think it's situational with this guy. You're going to need, like, Ulf. He's definitely going to pair well with Ulf. Also, he's going to pair well with Ragnar. I think when Ragnar comes out, I think he'll pair well with him. Don't really pair well against with Arjak, probably a little bit. Arjak does obviously put the ice down, but not as good as this guy Ulf. So I think as a threesome as such, Njal, Ulf and Ragnar, get his name right, would be great. I think going to be great together. But on his own, Njal, no, he's just on his own. He just doesn't stand out at all. I don't think it's be useful in any case. I do think you're going to need the other Space Wolves to make him more useful, especially Ulf. You're going to need these two as a pair. He's not going to go out by himself. He's just not going to break the world by himself, this guy. But he's not the worst character in the game, but he's not the best. Yeah, he's kind of locked behind a rogue trader, which I'm going to do some videos soon, try and find ways to kind of help people to unlock the rogue trader quick. But am I going to rank him up? I think I'm close to getting him. I think I'm about 70 shards away from getting him. He's probably not going to high on my list of ranking up soon, but I think in the future he might have some uses. So, hey, who knows? So let me know what you guys think. I mean, there can't be many people that have got him, if anyone's got him yet. But what do you guys think there of the gameplay? Do you think he's going to be good at any certain areas or with any other characters? It'd be great to know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to check out some other videos and also hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Take care. Bye bye.